What's up? I'm Joe from the Nocturnal.
Hey Joe, how you doing, man?
I'm doing awesome. Good to see you guys. So I guess John Pollono, I'd love to hear about how this movie got started. Like, how did this movie get financed and produced? Like, I'd love to hear the beginning of that story.
Obviously it was a play in 2011. John Bernthal and I did it, and John was going into the second season of Walking Dead. Since then, we always talked about doing it. His career took off. My career as a writer started to get in more and more rooms, start doing more cool stuff. And we were always coming back to it. We should do it. We had lightning and bottle on stage. And then sort of the themes of the play became even more relevant with technology, with social media, with the Me Too movement. And we just kept being like, God, we just want to contribute to the dialogue of what's going on now with this material. And then, my manager, Noah Rothman, sort of got us together with Rick Rosenthal and Peter Abrams and Rick Bernthal. And we put it together. The budget is enough that we could make it, but it's not so much that we couldn't make it the way we wanted to. So once that kind of clicked and schedules clicked, we went off and did it, and the biggest wrinkle in the whole thing was the pandemic. But other than that, we were very blessed in terms of everything kind of working out.
John Bernthal, how did you know like right now was the right time to make this movie? And what really made you passionate about making this movie at this time?
I would follow John. I mean, I'd roll with John anywhere. I mean, the story first came to me 10 years ago at a play reading at somebody's house. I don't even do play readings. I just ended up at one, heard this play, read this play out loud, and I knew immediately that John was something very, very special. I've said it before. I think he's one of America's best playwrights. I knew that I read this play. I went to the reading as a favor. As soon as it was over, I said, "Hey, I want to be in this. Hey, can we do this?" And we literally, I think we were in rehearsals like a week later. This has always been something on my mind. Again, what John said, that lightning in the bottle. When we made this play, it was electric. I mean, it was like that environment in that room. It was like a crazy rock and roll show. I mean, it was impossible to get in. Once you got in, it brought all kinds of folks to the theater. People who never really go to the theater were at the theater. People were laughing, people were crying, they were shocked, they felt scared. It was dangerous. And we thought, like, how can we get that? How can we capture what we did there as a play and put that into a movie? And I think John's filmmaking, I mean, and with this script and with this group of people that made this movie, I think he really does that. I think, this movie twists and turns on a dime, and all of a sudden you're in a completely other kind of movie, but you never lose the authenticity and the vocabulary that brought you along the whole way. You don't feel lost or disjointed. You just can't believe, oh my God, this is where we are now. And what better can you ask for in a film than to laugh and to cry and to be shocked and be offended and be pushed and challenged? I think it does all those things. And nowadays, when so much of the stuff that's coming out is so spoon-fed, you know exactly what you're going to get before you get it. This is definitely not that. And I think this is a movie that's impossible. It would be impossible to go see this and regret that you spent the time. Like, it will challenge you.
I love it. Shea, I'd love to hear how you became part of this story and like what made you decide that you want to be part of it.
Yeah, I think Bernthal, right? John approached me. John and I had known each other, and we wanted to do something together for a while. And he said, "I got this piece, and take a look at it." And I read it, and I was, both scared to take on Packy and honored, really, because they'd done it so many times that they honored that they came to me. You know what I mean? So I jumped in, and then we started the process, man.
That's awesome. I grew up in Massachusetts and New Hampshire.
Oh, nice.
So I really felt like there's not a lot of movies that represent like what New Hampshire is real. Like the sets, accents, culture was really well represented. How did you guys prepare and develop the accents and mannerisms for your characters?
Well, the accent, we had Tim Monick was our dialect coach, who's a genius. And then, I have so much family and friends still from there that, I'm still sitting in that bathwater, and these guys just jumped in. John Bernthal spent a lot of time in New Hampshire growing up, and, and Tim really dug in and worked it and broke it out for them to make it super authentic and not just like this sort of generic Southie accent that's like shorthand for New England that everybody does. was very regionally specific.
And we were really blessed with that, man. I mean, Tim is without a doubt, he's a legend, the best in the business. I think I reached out to him, got his number from Matt Damon, and I'd met him because he was working with DiCaprio on Wolf of Wall Street. But he done, he's sort of the best and the most intricate, not just with dialect, but with voice and with speech. He's the best there is. And he read this play, or he read this script, and he had worked on Stronger with John, and he was a huge fan. And he did us this enormous favor by really coming on and giving us so much of his time. And it really just speaks to the kind of person he is and how much beauty and heart there was in the project to begin with.
We drank a lot. Drank a ton.
Well, thank you guys so much. And thanks for representing New Hampshire extremely well. And I believe like those characters were real and from those locations. So thanks for that. And thanks for taking time to interview.